Emotions can be incredibly hard to get rid of in our lives. They arise and they get stuck. And in this video, I wanted to talk about 4 of the reasons that emotions get stuck. And these 4 things, if you can focus on them, they're going to massively change your relationship with the emotions, the thoughts, the actions in your life. Now, these are called the 4 wants. The desire or the want for approval, control, safety or security, and finally, the desire to understand or figure something out. Let's get into them. So, when we get into a situation, we often have a strong desire to control the situation, to get a certain outcome. Sadly, this means you are attached to the situation and you really want the situation to go a certain way. But the more you try to control the situation, the more the desires around trying to achieve a certain outcome becomes stickier and stickier. It becomes stronger on our lives. It has a stronger hold, a stronger grip. So if you can let go of trying to control, what's going to happen is things are going to start becoming a lot more natural, effortless, in a flow state. And whether or not the thing goes the way you wanted to, you won't be bothered, right? Because you're not trying to control the situation. Whatever happens, happens. That's the first one. The second one is the desire for acceptance. This is massive in social situations. We want to be accepted by other people. We want to be accepted, and this causes us to act in approval-seeking ways. It causes us to want to be approved of. But when we want to be approved of, we're not living how we want to live. We're not living true to our truest desires, our truest nature, our truest wants. What do we generally want? No, we are attached to getting approval from other people. And when we want approval from other people, we might be annoyed or frustrated when we don't get it. We might be annoyed at other people or annoyed at ourselves for acting in certain ways that don't yield the results that we want in our lives. So the second thing I'd ask you guys to do is to see if the emotion is coming from a sense of desiring approval. And then ask yourself, could I let go of wanting approval from this person or this situation? Could I let go of wanting that? Could I let go of wanting approval? Would I let go of it? And when? Finally, the third one is safety and security. So we have desires to be safe and secure. And this doesn't mean physically safe, this can mean emotionally safe as well. In a circumstance, we might seize up or really try to manipulate people into acting in ways that we want them to act in our lives to feel that sense of safety and security, so we don't get triggered again. Because we don't want to be triggered by emotions, we don't want to be triggered by a certain situation happening in a certain way, right? And so, for the third one, desire for safety and security, ask yourself, where's the safety? Ask yourself, could I let go of desiring safety or security in the situation? And if you can do that, you might start to notice that the emotions around that start to dissolve naturally. And finally, the last one is, desire to understand, desire to figure it out. When we face a situation, an emotional situation, we often try to figure it out. We often have our minds spinning in situation after situation, ruminating, wondering if we could have done something better. we wonder if we need to act in different ways to other people. Now, some of this can be okay and natural, right, to want to improve at something, but a lot of it really is counterproductive. When you face a difficult or negative emotion, figuring it out is not going to necessarily let go of it. In fact, it's making the emotion in your life stronger, because you're spending so much mental effort trying to figure it out. And so for this last desire, focus on, and hopefully the more you do it, you can come to the realization that trying to figure out an emotion is not helping, it's counterproductive. Instead, realize the falsity of it, realize the illusion of trying to figure it out, and rest as you are in presence of who you are beyond that. And so when you're facing a negative emotion, when you're facing something you want to let go of, and you're spending a lot of time trying to figure it out, just notice that. Welcome the desire to figure it out, be present with it, and then let go of needing to figure it out, figure the situation out, because you'll never get there. You'll never get to the solution. It's not binary, it's not a formula, it's not science. With emotions, there's no defined end that you can say, this is the end, this is the answer, this is the thing. And so when you can realize that, it's really going to help you. So let's have a quick recap. First one, acceptance. First one I said was control. Controlling a situation, controlling other people, desire to control how the world interacts with us, because some part of us might feel unsafe. So desire to control. Acceptance, we want to be accepted, approved of. And when we get approval and acceptance, we feel like we are safe and secure. Finally, security and safety. We want to feel secure, we want to feel safe. But letting go of the need for that is going to help you be more free in how you want to act in your life, rather than, think about it. If you really pay attention, you might notice a lot of people have a lot of patterns in their lives that aren't serving them anymore. And so those patterns might come from a past desire to be secure and safe, and it might cause them to try to get out of certain situations or manipulate people, but it's not actually helping them. And then lastly, as I just mentioned, desire to figure it out, trying to figure things out, figure out the emotion, figure out the solution, etc. I hope you learned something, and yeah, let me know what you think. Peace.